Hi everyone, it's the Unicorn here, and today I have another super duper fun makeup look for you guys. Now this look I feel like would be perfect for festivals or just perfect for photos because it's really fun. Like blue inner corners, blue thick eyeliner, and then the two hearts on the eyelids. Such a fun and cool concept, I think. Now, the eyeshadow that I used today is the Rose Crush Palette, which is a new addition from Etude. And if you guys want to see me using this and also listen to what I think about this palette, then please watch till the end of the video. And without further ado, let's start having some fun. Okay, so I'm already done with foundation, concealer. Well, actually I used concealer as foundation, like a really thin layer of concealer. I like to do that sometimes. And I also did my brows, my contour, and my bronzer. So this is me right now, halfway through my makeup. Etude has come out with another new launch. Honestly, how do you do that? How do you come up with so many new things? Like in a month, they have like at least 1 or 2 new launches, which is pretty hardcore if you ask me. And today I am going to be reviewing the new Rose Crush Play Color Eyes Eye Palette by Etude. And this is what the box looks like. And it has like that 2D Disney-esque vibe. It kind of reminds me of Beauty and the Beast for some reason. Maybe it's because of the roses. I'm going to open this up. The shadows look like this. Alright, so for the crease color, I'm going to use the shade called May Rose, which is a super duper muted pink right over here in the center of the palette. This shade is quite pigmented. I'm just picking this up on a really fluffy blending brush, and to see it performing so well, it makes me happy. Alright, now that that's done, I'm going to take the shade above that middle shade right there, and this color is called Walking Along Rosy Road. And with this, I'm just going to deepen up the outer V. I don't see the color doing much. I didn't tap off any excess, and that definitely helped with the pigmentation, and there's no fallout on my face, which is a good thing. I'm also creating a slightly winged out shape. I kind of do that every single time I do eyeshadow because it's pretty. And then I'm going to go back into the shade called May Rose, and I'm going to intensify the pink in the crease. Next, I'm going to use a small flat brush, like a fluffy flat brush like this. And I'm going in with the shade called Propose Day, which is the shade right over here. I'm just going to place this in the center of the eyes. Oh, this is pretty pigmented for a pale shade. Next, I'm going to take a fluffy blending brush and just blend out the edges. And then on the outer corners, I'm going to use the shade called 1,000,000 Roses, which is the shade right over here, straight onto the outer corners of the eyes. Okay, that's nice. And then it's time for the liner, which is the super duper 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 fun part of makeup. And today I'm going to use this sky blue eyeliner, and this is from Essence, and it's in the color turquoise. Ooh la la la, look at that. That's such a pretty contrast between the pinky muted browns and this bright blue. I also kind of wanted to try out the inner corner method with this liner. Okay, that was like some major concentration, y'all. Commitment. You gotta be committed to your art. You know what I'm saying? And when you're doing mascara, you want to put the mirror right below your face because that actually really helps. One coat is all it takes. It's my mascara face. I can do it with my mouth closed too, though, you know. See, no problem at all. This mascara actually did such a good job. I'm kind of contemplating I'm kind of contemplating whether I need false lashes now. But you know what? I finally got lash glue because I decided to stop being a lazy ass. So might as well make the most of it. I might regret it later, but life is all about trying things and then regretting it later and then thinking I'm never going to do that again and then doing it again and then regretting. So basically, life is a cycle of regrets. Quote of the year. The lash that I'm using today is a lash like this. It's tapered towards the inside, so it's longer on the outer corners, which means this is going to really help you get that cat eye effect, which I really like, you know? And they're quite sparse, so it doesn't look like too much on the eyeballs. Well, not on the eyeballs, on the eyelids. Don't put lashes on your eyeballs, you don't want... So I'm just gonna do that. When you're looking for lashes, look for lashes with a really thin lash band because that means it's going to be that much easier for you to apply them. For the bottom lashes, I'm going to use the Elizabeth Arden Standing Ovation Mascara. That's looking good. Next step is blush, and this is just the blush that I use all the... Hi y'all, Editing Eugene here. At this point, I did not notice that the front of my lashes were beginning to fall off, but I do take care of that later, so don't worry about that. The time, and look at it, the lid is coming off now. I'm just looking at the viewfinder as my mirror, so fingers crossed this actually looks good in real life as well. Not that I have anywhere to go anyway, but still. And for highlight, I'm going to use the get out! The Luxe On highlighter by Etude. Looks like this. I really like this highlighter. I mean, it's subtle, but also very effective. Like, the glow isn't too much to the point where it's like overwhelming, but it isn't too little to the point where you're left wanting some more. It's just the perfect amount of shine. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. I do want to have a little more fun with my makeup though, so I have these little pink heart glitters. Remember me saying life is a cycle of regrets? This is the time to just do it and then regret it later. Let me just place that right over there. Yes, stick. No, stick! Oh my god, you are so annoying. I said stick.
3 days later.
Let me give you one last chance to stick. Good heart, good heart. I hate the placement though. Trial and error, guys, trial and error. That is literally the cutest thing ever. Alright, now for the under eyes, I'm going to use the shade called May Rose. Again, the shade in the center, all the way up to where the liner ends. Just like that. Now it's glitter time. Okay, so for the glitter, I'm going to use this shade right over here. And this shade is called... What are you called? Heart-throbbing Rose Day, that's what it's called. And I'm going to use this just right where the two colors meet. And I'm also using that to go under the inner corner liner. And also, I'm going to use that shade to go under the outer corners of the liner. Just so that when the light hits, that actually sparkles. And then for the inner corners, I'm going to use a shade right over here. And this shade is called Wink Wink. Wink Wink. And I'm going to place that right over there, like in a C shape. That is such a beautiful glitter. Wow. I didn't think I would be as impressed as this because I know what to expect from Etude glitters, but this shade, look at that. It looks like, it literally looks wet. It's like wet. Okay. I love that. Makes me want to try out the last glitter in the palette. And that glitter is called, what are you? It's called Blooming Rose. Where do I put it though? I don't know where to put this shade. I wanted to use it, so I picked it up, but I don't know where to use it. Maybe around the hearts? Ooh. That's really nice. I like that a lot. Hello. Okay, now it's time to move on to the lips. So cute with the ears and all. On top, I'm going to use a clear gloss. Ta-da! And this is the final look. What do you think? Obviously, it's not for the faint of heart, but if you are daring and if you just really like things that are out there, kind of over the top like me, this is probably the perfect look for you. And I also have a feeling that it's going to look really cute in photos. The palette that I used today is the Etude Rose Crush Palette, and the shades are flipping beautiful. Look at that. However, I am going to be 100% honest and say it feels like I've seen this before. I mean, this is the fourth pink eyeshadow palette that Etude has launched this year. So, you know, it's getting a little redundant, but I'm not complaining. I still love the colors here, and I still love the other three pink palettes that I have. I still use them, so yeah, it's just an observation. The matte shades are very soft, and they are very pigmented. Now, I was really surprised by this shade over here, which is called Propose Day. I didn't think a pale shade like this would be as pigmented as it is. I was almost able to create a cut crease only using this color, no concealer. So yeah, that's actually very impressive, especially for a drugstore priced product. And also the glitters in the palette, they are so beautiful. The glitter shade right over here, which is called Wink Wink. I'm really excited for this shade. I'm going to do a look where I just put this shade all over the eyelid, lashes, the end. I feel like that would look so gorgeous. I say this every single time I'm talking about Etude products, but I really like the products. And actually, this one, of all the pink palettes from Etude, I will say that this one is my favorite so far. It has the perfect mix of colors that I personally would use in my daily life. Super duper glittery shades, super dark matte shade, beautiful palette. Definitely will be using this again. The release date for this product is May 13th, which is probably going to be 2 days before this video is up, and it will only be available on the Etude online store. So keep that in mind. You can't get this offline, you can only get this on the Etude online mall. Alright, so that concludes the video. I hope you guys learned something today, but if you didn't, I hope you guys at least enjoyed what you watched today. And as always, I will be back in the next one with a more fun makeup look. Bye-bye.